Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text, we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. Now, this is for the fourth Sunday after Pentecost, and we are looking at the gospel lesson, Luke 8. And this is the great story about the swine and legion, where Jesus steps off the boat and he's met with this man who's got a bunch of demons. He asks, "What's your name?" And they say, "We're legion because we're many." He takes the demons, puts them into the pigs, and the pigs run and drown, and the man is healed. And the guy who's healed wants to follow Jesus. And Jesus doesn't let him follow him, at least physically, but he says, "Go back to your hometown and tell everyone what God has done." And so he goes, "You return to your home and declare how much God has done for you." So he went away proclaiming out throughout the city how much Jesus had done for him. And that's where I want to go with on this one. I mean, because we could spend so much time talking about swine and what Jesus had against bacon and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, but for a children's sermon, it's this idea of proclaiming the good news, that God loves us, that God loves the kids, that God loves the world, and we get to tell everyone about it. And that's the wonderful news. So, the items I'm using, but it can be one or the other. On Pentecost Sunday, I had this that you could use. And I also had this item that was this air horn that you push, and that's all I want to do. But it's this air horn. It's to get someone's attention. And so if you used this, but you didn't use this, then this is an item you could use for this children's sermon. And this gets someone's attention. And if you want to draw attention, and you're like, listen up, everybody. Sorry about that. Listen up, everybody. I've got something to tell you. God is awesome. And God is up to wonderful and amazing things. And let me tell you what God did for me. Talking about this guy in the text. And that how we can tell everyone, you know what? I want to tell you about a place where I meet a God that comes to me in bread and wine, where God comes to me in water and baptism, where God comes to me in every way. And I want to tell you about it. And it's exciting stuff. This is one item. The other item is this Postits. And the Postits, what I'm thinking is that writing on each one of these Postits, God loves you in some fashion, some shape, or just simple, God loves you, and giving this to the kid. Giving one of these to the kids, and then they can go out and they can hand this to someone else. Hand it to their parents, hand it to their brother or sister, hand it to a friend, and it's a reminder, it's a way of telling people that God loves them. Pastor Megan Rohr has on her a lot of stuff on the Facebook page and things that I'm seeing in these kind of Post-its notes from God or notes about God, and like her Twitter feed, and they're all these just quick little phrases that remind us that that God, imagine God loving you more than you ever could think. And I mean, but she does it. They do it in much eloquent fashion. Anyway, I thank God for them. But these Post-it notes, that a way of letting people know what God has done for us. And that's what sharing the gospel, that's what sharing the good news is it letting everyone know what God has done. Martin Luther put it, we're beggars showing other beggars where to find bread. We're all in the same boat, but we're letting everyone know what God has done for us in Jesus Christ. So that's those are the two items that you could possibly use for this children's sermon. I hope it's a springboard for your own thinking. You might want to go with bacon. I don't know, but I'm going this direction. So, all right, thanks for stopping by, and as always, I hope you have a blessed week.